So this is very famous graffiti, and you may recognize this is a Gorbachev kissing Ronald Reagan. Hello my photographic friend, it's great to be here again. As you remember, last time we restarted this YouTube channel in this new format. And before I start today, I would like to thank you for all your kind notes, messages and emails. And I'm really glad that you do enjoy this new format of having a conversation with me about photography and then watching some raw footage from the street or from my travels. I really appreciate it. So, today I'm going to talk about crafting something extraordinary from something that is quite boring, quite normal. And we will be doing so using something we know that it's important, but we often forget about it. And in fact, I often meet with a very experienced, really great photographers, and the more we know about photography and more experienced we become, we have this tendency to forget about this one important factor. You know, every day we are opening the internet, turning TV or some magazine, and we are absolutely bombarded with information about photography. These are usually gear reviews, light setups, presets. You know, there's so much to learn and to know, but unfortunately, most of it is not that important. And I'm well aware that this channel probably will never be as popular as some gear reviews channels. But hey, I hope you love photography and we'll have time discovering how to craft these amazing images. Okay, Olaf, so where are you going with this? Today I want to talk about light. Whoa, wait a minute. I know that some of you think, oh, light, yeah, sure, boring, Olaf. I know everything about it. Well, that's what I thought as well. Let me go back to basics. And we have to remember that whenever we photograph something and we think we take a portrait or photograph a beautiful landscape or some travel or street photography, we think we photograph it, our subject. But what we really do with our cameras is just capture light. How light interacts with our subject. That's not only it. We very often try to help. So we use strobes and flashes and some other fancy equipment just to make sure we have enough light. When I teach the Visual Poet workshop, very often I notice that when I talk about light, my students roll their eyes or just like, oh, yeah, Olaf, I know about it. Let's move on. Even today, after doing this so many years, I very often just slap myself and say, Olaf, remember, this is all about light. But that's not the entire story. Because whenever you have light, it means you can use this light to craft your images. Now, let me show you one example, okay? Take a look at this image. Well, what can you see? Probably some street lamp, pretty boring, nothing interesting. Well, let's take this very scene and underexpose it by 3 stops. That's interesting. You see what happens? We turned a very, very boring scene and turned it into some abstract. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just pause this video for a second. Just look around you and look whenever around there is a light. Like in my case, well, you can guess. I have a source of light there and there. There's quite a nice light here and here. I have a balcony right there, just gorgeous light. And you know what? If I don't know where to start photographing in this environment, I would go towards the light. That's exactly what I would do. And when I travel, when I walk around the street, very busy streets, when you can easily get overwhelmed by everything, well, you know what I do? I go towards the light. That's my starting point. But there is even one, even more important thing to consider. We very often forget that we can actually take the light that we have and make it work for us. Well, how do we do it? By using a very, very magical tool, which is exposure compensation knob. Every camera has it in one form or the other. I never ever take even one image before I play with this knob. Well, I know what some of you will say. You will say, oh, come on, Olaf, I can do it in post-production. Well, yes, you can, but here's the problem. The problem is that when you underexpose your image, naturally, some darker areas, by the way, that was my dog Bailey, she's working with me. So, as I warned you in my last video, she sometimes will add something to the subject. So, I hope you understand this. Okay, so we were talking about light. So, when you actually underexpose the image, it's very fancy wording, but what it really means, you make it darker. Some areas will get almost pitch black, and you will only see this highlighted area within the image. And this is very, very important. You know why? Because once you underexposed your image, your entire composition can change. Bailey, what's going on? Bailey, come here. I told you we need to work as a team. Okay, just relax and let me finish video, okay? All right. So, oh gosh, what I was talking about. Come on, Olaf. Yes, so once we underexpose, the entire image changes. So, you have to rethink your composition because it may actually shift. This is the key. One of the biggest problems with this whole idea of underexposure and crafting images by doing so is the fact that we actually cannot do it with our own eyes. Like think for the second, just look whatever is around you and say to yourself, okay, how about I underexpose what I see by 2 stops? Of course you cannot do it. And that's the problem. That's why when we walk around and we photograph, we don't see how the world would look around us if we underexpose. And this is very, very important. So, okay, I have been going for such a long time today, but my point is this. Pay attention to light. Do not take even one image before underexposing, making it darker. Okay? And today, most of you has mirrorless cameras with beautiful electronic viewfinders. You can easily see what happens to your image when you make it darken, when you underexpose. And today's video that I want to leave you with was shot in Berlin about 2-3 years ago. I know. I really didn't have the time to put it up earlier, but the footage I think you will enjoy. I really love Berlin for street photography and for playing with light. And this is especially important in Berlin, in Germany, when, as most of you know, privacy rules are quite strict. So exposure compensation gives you this idea to hide faces to make sure you are safe. Most of this footage was shot at the Berlin Central Station, and almost every single image you will see, I shot using exposure compensation. Okay? Bailey, what's going on? I'm almost done. I'm sorry about Bailey today. She's really impatient. She wants to go out for a walk. So I really hope you will enjoy my video from Berlin. And do not forget about my book about street photography. You can see the cover right now, and you can click on the link and support me by purchasing this book, in which I cover this very subject plus many others. So I will see you soon in this new format. Give me a shout and talk to you soon. Bye bye. Okay, Bailey, let's go. Let's go. So we are currently at the Potsdamer Platz in Berlin. It's very cold outside, so we are having a coffee with my wife. But having said that, as I was sitting right here, I noticed this incredible pocket of light on the ground, and the design it's really interesting. So I took out my camera and I'm just trying to compose the image. Oh, actually somebody's walking in. Let's see if this is the right spot. Wait. No, we have to wait for another person. So, Kasia, as you can take a look down, there is one spot that receives lots of light. And there is this beautiful geometry. Oh, wait. There is a gentleman walking in. Let's see. Good track. Good. Ah, no, that's the wrong turn. Okay, this doesn't work. Well, you see, it's all about the patience. While you design your stage, which is actually quite... Oh, that was good, but there are two people. I need just one, okay? Okay, people of Berlin, you need to walk one by one, okay? Because otherwise I cannot capture this. There's too much love in Berlin. Anyway, so you see how I found the stage. Geometry of this stage is really beautiful. And of course I'm looking at the right pocket of light, which I want person to walk in to get the shot. Of course, sometimes it's really hard to notice this sort of light, but if you underexpose, I'm underexposing by 2 stops right here. If you underexpose, this area of really beautiful lighting will almost expose themselves to you. And right now, all it is a waiting game. Today we are shooting at the Berlin Central Station, It's a really remarkable place. Lots of glass. We have beautiful sunshine. So interaction of great light and all the glass and surface will provide us with very interesting stages. And yeah, so my students are shooting. I'm going to shoot as well. And this afternoon we will take a look at our images. We have one more location to go to, but I feel very excited, okay?
Standort Obergeschoss 2, Aufzug zum Obergeschoss 1, Übergang zu den Bahnsteigen 13 bis 16. Reisezentrum, S-Bahn-Kundenzentrum und Schließfachanlage.
Ihre nächsten Anschlüsse LE4 nach Ludwigsfelde über Teltow. Abfahrt 10:06 vom Gleis 4 IC.